I don't always think people in the gym or people externally always realise what goes into programming for something like semi-private small group personal training. And I think sometimes people just think you randomly off a whim just go and throw things in because it looks a bit of fun. But our programming generally takes about an hour and a half to write out, about an hour, half an hour to redraft, and then we've got to put it on screens like so. So it's out for the full week, and then we spend about half an hour, 45 minutes each week speaking about it as staff, going over it to ensure that everyone knows the script and everyone knows not only what we're doing with each session, how the times work, technique, what we're looking for each session, what the intent for that session is, what the theme for that session is, and what we're trying to get out of it for that client that comes to the gym on that day. Okay, so within every session we'll have an upper body, a lower body, a core, a strength, a cardio. We try and fit that into every session if it's a small group personal training session. Also we've got build, it's purely upper body. If we've got power, it's full body strength. But from a small group personal training perspective, there's a lot of things we've got to think about, a lot of areas we've got to think about. We've got MyZone we can use through the sessions to coach people through the sessions, but when we're programming it, we've got to make sure it runs in time. We've got to make sure it's enjoyable for the client. We've got to make sure there's variety. So what we don't like doing is putting duplicating sessions or duplicating exercises in over a week. We always try and make sure that you're not doing the same thing twice in a week, although there does have to be an element of progression in there as well for the client. But the variety for us in terms of structure, so the client doesn't know what they're coming into for each day, so we don't tell the people what they're doing. They come in, they see what's on the board, and I guess they deal with it on the day when they're in. So there's that variety and enjoyment built into it. And as well as that, which again is easy to forget, is the equipment we've got. We have a huge variety of equipment here at the gym, but you're still maybe limited in terms of you couldn't put in 5-6 exercises in a day that required dumbbells because there wouldn't be enough to use for 6 to 12 people working with dumbbells. We've got to think of logistics, how it flows, how the session flow goes, how the energy is, how the music feels. So it's just a little insight in terms of what we think about when going into a programme a week here at Dale Elite.